What's up, guys? Welcome to another wildcard video. Thank you guys for watching yesterday's video. It's already above 200 views in less than a day. That's really good. Today I'm bringing to you a wildcard watch list video. As you can see on the side here, I've got 3 players for every position. I've tried to avoid doubling up on players in certain positions. So like if I had Jota here, I won't have Salah. So I tried to build it like that, a watch list of 3 players for every position that you guys could target. And on the side here, you see their current ownership as well. So let's start off. Goalkeeper. Majority of y'all, 41% at least, still in the game have Martinez, and everyone is looking to try and get Martinez out of their teams. Um, and the 2 other keepers I'll be talking about are some replacement possibilities for Martinez. But even if you don't want to get rid of Martinez, you could still probably keep him. Liverpool, Man City obviously are hard games, but they have West Brom, Everton, and Crystal Palace up to come yet to come as well. And they have to play Everton again as well additionally. So they do have an extra game compared to the rest of the keepers that you could select. So keep that in mind as well. That's one extra game for them. Um, so if you have Martinez and still want to keep Martinez, that is a possibility. Um, has he gone up in price? I don't think he has. No. So he's been 5.4. And they considered a goal last week, and Martinez still came up with 4 points. So that's why I'm thinking Martinez is a bonus point magnet. So if Watkins hadn't scored, Martinez could have come up with like 5 points at least from the last game. So even in the tougher games, I expect Martinez, at least, even if they don't keep a clean sheet, to be able to get you guys some points in terms of like either save points or even bonus points. That's a possibility. So if you want to keep Martinez, you still can. The 2 other options that I'm looking at, first, the most popular one, owned by 9.5% teams, is Eduardo Mendy. Like I told you guys in yesterday's video as well, Chelsea have a really good set of fixtures upcoming. So he is one to look at as well. Um, until game week 34, I think is a really good shout. If you want, you can hold him for the rest. Maybe Chelsea could keep clean sheets in these 3 tough games. Man City, Arsenal, and Leicester. They could keep further clean sheets. So if you want, you can keep him as well throughout the rest of the season. Um, but until if you want game week 34 and then rotate him for some other keeper, maybe Martinez back again in, you never know. Um, and then the final one is Patricio. Rip Patricio, really good run of fixtures until game week 35. Then you play Tottenham, Everton, and Manchester United, after which, again, I think you might want to rotate for someone else, another keeper by then. You could switch to Meslier. I haven't spoken about Meslier, but he does have really good fixtures in these last 3, so you could potentially switch your keeper to him if you guys wanted. Before we continue, can you guys hit the subscribe button? I forgot to tell that at the start. Hit the subscribe button if you are new, hit the like button, and comment down below 3 players that you are targeting for this upcoming wildcard. 3 players that you want in this wildcard. Just let me know down in the comments. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button. We are trying to get 1,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button. Now, let's move on to defenders. Trent Alexander-Arnold, he is the most targeted, I would say. He's 14.1% currently and could rise a bit more further. He is the most expensive defender at 7.3. And obviously, he's had 2 good returns in the last couple of games. So there is a possibility with Liverpool's upcoming fixtures, United being the only tough game, that Trent could return a lot more points. Obviously, they didn't keep a clean sheet against Liverpool and against Real Madrid, and Trent did get exposed against Real Madrid as well. But they're not playing Real Madrid in any of these fixtures, and I don't see Liverpool going to get that exposed against any of these teams. If it does happen, I'm still expecting Trent to come up with a few attacking returns. That's the whole reason you spend 7.3. But yeah, so that's my player, the first defensive option that I'll be looking at. The second one is Rudiger. Just like I mentioned for Mendy, Chelsea have really good fixtures upcoming, and Rudiger has been a consistent player in Thomas Tuchel's side, as you can see. He got rested here because he played for Germany and he played about 3 games, so he got rested there. This was a midweek rest, so that's acceptable. And Chelsea, they played against Porto, managed to keep a clean sheet. Rudiger started, which means Rudiger isn't really out of favor, so I expect him to start again the next game. So Rudiger is another person I will be looking at in terms of someone to target. And the final player is Cody. He also, like I mentioned, with regards to Patricio, really good fixtures until game week 35. After that, you can switch Cody to maybe Dallas from Leeds when Leeds' fixtures turn really good. So that's, and also he's playing 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of the 5 have really bad defenders recently. Fulham have improved a bit, but I expect Wolves to be able to keep a clean sheet. Also, some of these defenses are pretty bad at set pieces and corners. Connor Cody could be a good attacking threat in the air during set pieces, so that's another thing to look at. And then I've added, as you can see, Holding and Shaw here. Those are maybe 2 other players that if you don't want these 3, or if you have these 3 and are looking for 2 others, they are 2 other options, but my main 3 at the moment are these 3 here. Moving on, midfield, obviously you see there is no Salah here, and that's mainly because I told you I'm going to have 1 player from each team in that specific position. So I chose Jota over Salah in this specific scenario. You can have both on as well. That's a possibility. So let's start with Lingard. Just Lingard. West Ham not having the best fixtures. Maybe it gets a bit better after 34. There is a Newcastle game as well, hence why I think if you have Jesse Lingard, keep him. You can obviously bench him for Chelsea and Leicester. Everton, I don't think it's too much as in terms of a 4. It could be a 3 maybe. But Newcastle, Burnley, Brighton, West Brom, Southampton, really good fixtures. And also Jesse Lingard's return recently has been pretty good. He's got a goal or an assist in his last couple games, except for the one against United because he couldn't face his parent club. But apart from that, he's just been getting returns continuously. So while he is on form, I don't see any reason to drop him or to not get him. So just Lingard, definitely get him in. Diego Jota, it was between him and Salah. For price wise, I chose Jota over Salah, but obviously both you can have both. Both are really good options, and the fixtures speak for itself. Diego Jota did end up giving an assist to Salah in the Real Madrid game, and obviously the last few games, as you can see, even he doesn't even need minutes to be able to come and score. Like the guy, even with like 30 minutes, still 2 goals, huge possibility. For value, I think Diego Jota is really good value for money in terms of like almost 7 million, going to be 7 million player, and in that Liverpool defense, probably going to be playing striker ahead of Firmino. Firmino might be benched, so he's a really good option. And then finally, James Madison. He came on in the last game for, I think it was Iheanacho, but he is now fit, available to play. And I really like Madison because of Leicester's fixtures until game week 35. And also because he's going to be that creative threat for Leicester. Because if you see, before he got injured, he was giving in decently good returns. So a goal, nothing here, but 2 assists here, an assist over here. So he's their main set piece guy as well. So I wouldn't put it past him to get a few more returns as well in the upcoming runs. So if you can get James Madison, he's another player to target. If you want, you can avoid the upcoming West Ham fixture, see how he does, and then get him for the West Brom or Crystal Palace fixtures onwards. That should be also a good option. Leicester could have another double game week in game week 35, maybe. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. If due to FA Cup semi-finals. But if that happens, it could probably be against United. They are double game week, so that's something to consider. Obviously, I've put Son in here because of game week 32. But after that, it's up to you guys whether you want to replace Son with someone or keep Son. Keeping Son is also a possibility because they have Sheffield and I think Fulham after. Sorry, Sheffield, Leeds, and then Wolves. So you could keep Son as well. It's not a problem. Moving on to the forward lines. Kane, Calvert Lewin, Iheanacho. Kane, same thing like Son. Really good fixtures. I don't think I'll get rid of Kane. I'll keep him till the end of the season, mainly because he's Spurs' main threat. And I could see captaining Kane a bit more, like more than I could see captaining Kane in 34 against Sheffield United. So, and in 32 as well. So there are a few chances where I might captain Kane. So I would keep Kane till the end of the season. Iheanacho, he's the next big one. Again, really good fixtures until game week 35. If not for Iheanacho, you could get Vardy, or you could have both. That's an option. Vardy does have pens on top of Iheanacho, but for price, I selected Iheanacho. If you have money in the bank, you can get both. But for his stats and the price, I think Iheanacho is really good. And then the differential, obviously, here is Calvert Lewin. Now, Everton, first before that, Calvert Lewin's form hasn't been that great, but I'm hoping it improves. Their run is a bit, I don't know what to say. It's not the best run possible, but it's not too bad as well. Add to that again, just like keeping Martinez, Calvert Lewin has an additional game to be played compared to the other strikers that I mentioned here. So that is something to consider, and that's against Aston Villa as well. So that's something else to consider. That could probably put you towards Calvert Lewin. If you want Brighton defensively strong, I would say a bit more stronger than Tottenham in their defense. Spurs, Arsenal, Aston Villa, West Ham, Sheffield, Wolves. I can see Everton scoring in all of these games, to be honest. West Ham and Arsenal haven't been the strongest in terms of their defense, so I can see them scoring. Man City, obviously, I can't see them scoring, but that's the last game in the season. Doesn't really matter. By then, I think he would have been a really good asset to have, Calvert Lewin. So yeah, those are my 3 players for every position. That's my watch list. Let me know down in the comments who you actually let me know down in the comments 3 players that you would want to have in your or who you're targeting in your wildcard, or give me a player for each position that you're targeting. Maybe that's also a possibility. Until then, hit the subscribe button if you're new, hit the like button, and thank you guys for watching yesterday's video. If you haven't watched yesterday's video, go and give it a look. We talk about all the teams to target for this coming wildcard. I go through a bit more players as well, in terms of like a template to target as well. So have a look. It's got more than 200 views so far, which is really good. So more than 200 views in less than a day for me is pretty good. Can we get the same type of views on this video? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys later. Thank you all for watching.